Dr. Dre, don't forget about him.
No one can.
Don't forget about Dre.
He's explosive.
That's right. His divorce is not looking pretty. His wife, Nicole Young, is challenging their prenup in court. She says her ex is worth $1 billion, and she wants a chunk of that fortune. Nicole says she was pressured into signing the prenup 24 years ago, but 2 years into their marriage, she claims Dre tore it up and said it was invalid. Meantime, Dre denies this and says he will only pay spousal support and her expenses. Erica, you've been through a divorce. Was it, how do you know who's telling the truth? You answer this. Yeah, you
well, luckily, Tori, we didn't have anything.
Good.
So
that's the trick, Erica.
It's so funny. That's so funny.
Like, just let nature take its course until you ain't got nothing to split. You know, like then it's like, oh, I want this bookshelf, but wait, you got the folding chair. I don't understand these problems.
Super different.
Yeah. But I do think that it is important to have an outline of how you want things to be handled, whether that's a living will, whether that is a prenup. And it's really important too, if you, and men or women, if you do not want to abide by the laws of a prenup, then don't say or feel like you're forced into doing it, because I really have never seen that end well, ever.
Yeah. It's not good. I live with, my father's a contract lawyer, and man, is that not good. What do you think, Al?
I think when I see these situations, I think about Erica, and here's why I think about her. Erica talks openly about times that she's been unemployed. She has a checklist of things to do, outlets to call to make sure that you get your money, to get all these kinds of things. We always try and do things retroactively. Erica seems super on the ball for having these things in place, but shouldn't that be the norm?
Yeah.
Shouldn't everybody entering a contract in which, if you signed up to be a host on DBL, if this show, God forbid, it was canceled, it was in the contract that DBL got to keep half of everything you own? Wouldn't you have a lawyer look at that?
Now,
it's so weird.
Coercion into a contract 24 years ago is a real thing. That can be an issue, and maybe she was coerced, but to bring it up now is very suspect.
Right. I mean, look, it's just, I don't know why everybody doesn't get a prenup.
Yeah, well,
I really don't understand why. It's just something that you put in place of a contract. If we're signing contracts, we're signing contracts. Now, if you just want to go get married in the woods and have a symbolic wedding, that's fine. But once we start getting lawyers, let's cover everybody the whole way. And I'm not saying male, female. I'm saying you take what you came with, unless we have something else worked in where you're not going to work because you're going to raise the kids, that kind of thing.
Well, I think you also have said in the future everything will be more transactional. Like even having sex will be like, do you consent? Do you consent? So that's been an issue that you think will definitely become
I think it should.
true. Interesting.
No
Let us know
gray
what
area.
you think. No gray area.